Divine peace and blessings, everyone. This is Aberratia Ifatuma, and tonight I'll be sharing with you one of my most favorite decks of all because I use this two ways. As a matter of fact, I use it four ways. I either use it alone or I use it in conjunct with my tarot decks. I either use the pictures or I use the cartomancy that is involved with this deck. And so there are four ways that I've been using this deck for a couple of years now, and I truly, truly love and enjoy it. I believe that our spirits help to put things in sync for us to pretty much speak to us and tell us what's going on around us, and that's how oracle and tarot decks and cartomancy and stichomancy and bibliomancy works. It works with the synchronicity of life, okay? And so that's how I see those divination systems to actually work. All right, so this deck is a bit different from all of my, it's not a bit different, it's a whole lot different from the rest of the decks I have. I have both oracle decks and tarot decks, and this deck looks nothing like my other oracle decks. And it's because of how you have two ways to divine with this deck, where my other decks, I'm sure that there are systems of, I'm not talking about astrologically or elementally or, any type of occult symbolism or anything like that, that we have a lot of in other oracle decks, depending on the grimoire, lore, folklore, whatever background that oracle deck has, or same with tarot, lore, folklore, grimoire, occult, Kabbalah, astrology, elemental, whatever. This deck deals specifically with cartomancy and human expressions. So it is considered an oracle because you are not giving any instructions on how to use this deck. You have to pull from what you feel, what you see, okay? And cartomancy helps you in a way where, like, you will have to know cartomancy, how to divine with a deck of playing cards in order to use the other operation system with this deck. So this deck actually taught me a lot, okay? It taught me how to utilize cartomancy and to pay close attention to human expressions in real life as well, not just with my clients or whatever have you. If I'm on the phone with a client and I use this deck in conjunct or by itself, I'm still able to pick up on the expressions and body languages and things of that nature just by working and being in tune with this deck. Okay, so I'm going to go over what this deck consists of, starting with cartomancy, and this will be a four-part series on this deck, and which will include in-depth information on the art of cartomancy. All right, so to begin, because I don't want this to be too long, to begin, I'm going to start off with the suits, in which I'm sure anyone who plays poker, trump, spades knows what these suits are. They are hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades. Okay, and so these cards pretty much have meanings. Okay, so I'm going to go over the meanings of these suits, and then I'm going to go into the first. Well, I'll go into the numbers, okay, because I don't want to make this long. All right, so hearts, of course, if you would imagine, would deal with family, love, lovers, emotions, anything heartfelt, friends. Clubs would deal with career, business, work, your destiny, your calling in life. It can also deal with conflict, discussion, and debates. Think about it for a minute. Clubs. Oh, I'm going to club you upside the head, or I'm ready to club you upside the head. You know, clubs as in a club, a business, a lodge. Okay, so clubs represent business, career, your calling and destiny, conflict, discussion, and debate. Hearts deal with anything close to the home, anything close to the bloodline. That will be family, friends, love, lovers, anything heartfelt, emotions, and things that are really, really, really heartwarming. Okay? Diamonds. Imagine that. Diamonds would be exactly what you're thinking right now. Money, fortune, the happiness it brings you to have money, luck, okay? News of getting money, news, good news, a good news letter, a good news text, a good news email, a good news telegram, okay? A good news message. Okay, socializing and having good news, talking about money during socialization, talking about good luck during socialization, talking about your fortune. Okay, so diamonds deals strictly with money, luck, fortune, happiness, letters, news, socializing. Okay, anything that deals with money. Spades. The spades deals with tears, suffering, war, violence. Okay? It can also, you know, indicate change or warning. Any of your doubts or fears, or doubts and fears of the person you may be inquiring about. Okay? So now that I've touched on that, I hope that you can put that together. And now I'll go ahead and I'll discuss the numbers. And then I'm going to make this short because I don't have a lot of time. And we're going to discuss now the pips and faces. Okay, the pips, again, will be the aces. Okay, and the faces will be, the pips will also be the numbers. Okay, the suits are the aces, sorry. And the suits will also be the club, diamonds, spade, and hearts. Okay, so pips and faces. Let's deal with the aces. Beginnings. Remember, ace is number 1 in the deck, so we're dealing with the primary number. Solitary, okay? Recluse, solitude, beginnings. The number 2 deals with pairs, couples, exchanges between two people. 3 deals with growth. 1 and 1 makes 3. Think about that. 3 wishes. Okay, so 3 deals with growth and wishes. 4s deals with decisions, stagnation, and choices. 5s deals with groups, bodily things, gains and losses. 6 deals with pathways and paths in front of you, next to you, behind you, beside you. 7s deals with inversions and trouble. 8s deals with talking points, ideas, general talking. 9s deals with patience, expansion, ambitions. 10s deals with endings and completions. Jacks deals with youth, children, messages, and peers. Queens deals with women or a particular woman, beauty of a woman, mothers, nurses, teachers. Wisdom. Kings deals with men or a particular man. Wisdom, age, power, and judges. So I've gone ahead and tackled the first of need to knows with cartomancy, and I'll be back with part 2.